You do whatever your body needs to do. All righty. Hello and welcome to Preschool Storytime. I'm Miss Jessica, and I'm so excited to see you guys today. I woke up in a very silly mood. So I thought today for Storytime, we would just do silly. So I have silly books and silly songs and silly dances. So today I thought we could just start our Wednesday off with being really, really silly. Does that sound fun? I think that sounds fun. Oh, ouchies. That looks like it hurts. Hopefully the sillies will help take the pain away. Hi, friends. So I did want to have a few reminders before we get our sillies started. Don't forget, you can always sign up for 1,000 books before kindergarten, and every time you read a book, you get to color in a planet, and every time you reach 100, you get to come in for a prize. And then we have bigger prizes at 500 and a big prize for when you finally finish 1,000. It feels like a lot, but trust me, you have plenty of time to get this done. So that's announcement number one. Announcement number two is this Saturday, we have a really fun Super Saturday. We have some really neat dancers. They're called Beyond the Circle, and they're Native American dancers from Missouri, and they're going to come and do like a whole dance show for everybody. So that's going to be really fun to see. And then the next Super Saturday is going to be Lego free play just in this room. And maybe arts and crafts too. I think I'm going to have our arts and crafts in the craft room and Legos in the storytime room. So that's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So if you're hanging around and you've got a belly full of food and you want to come do something at the library, we'll have a couple of fun things to do. So that is all for my announcements. We are done and we are ready for our hello song. Okay, let's get our whole bodies ready, only to then get super silly with it, okay? So let's smile first. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Yeah, you can do it, silly. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? Now, why don't we clap, silly? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? You know what's silly? Miss Jessica sang the wrong words for that part. The silly has gotten to my brain, you guys. This time we're going to stretch up high. Hi, hello, and stretch up high. Stretch up high. Stretch up high. Hi, hello, and stretch up high. Stretch up high today. Now we're going to get our brains ready and we're going to cross our arms. Hi, hello, and cross your arms. Cross your arms. Cross your arms. Hi, hello, and cross your arms. Cross your arms today. Now we're going to breathe in deep. Hi, hello, and breathe in deep. Breathe in deep. Breathe in deep. Hi, hello, and breathe in deep. Breathe in deep today. Awesome. Now we're ready for a book, and this book is called Silly Sally. Silly Sally, and I think she's going to be silly. If her name tells us anything. Silly Sally went to town walking backwards upside down. That's how I go to town. Not really. I have to drive. On the way, she met a pig, a silly pig. They danced a jig. Hey, pig and jig rhyme. Silly Sally went to town dancing backwards upside down. Who came with her? The pig. He's also dancing backwards upside down. On the way, she met a dog, a silly dog. They played leapfrog.
Look at her on the pig.
That is funny. She's doing it upside down, too. Silly Sally went to town leaping backwards upside down. So is the pig. That's pretty impressive. And the dog. On the way, she met a loon, a silly loon. They sang a tune. La, 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 la. Ooh, loon and tune. You're right. That's why they rhyme. Silly Sally went to town singing backwards upside down. On the way, she met a sheep, a silly sheep. They fell asleep. So now how are they going to get to town? Now how did Sally get to town? Sleeping backwards upside down? That is not the most efficient way to get to where you need to go. No. Along came Nettie Buttercup walking forwards, right side up. He's probably like, what in the world? But also his outfit, right? That's pretty silly. He does look like corn. He tickled the pig who danced a jig. He tickled the dog who played leapfrog. He tickled the loon who sang a tune. He tickled the sheep who fell asleep. He tickled Sally who woke right up. She tickled Nettie Buttercup. And that's how Sally got to town. If any of you find me sleeping, please don't tickle me. I won't like it. I don't like to be tickled. Who likes to be tickled? You guys like to be tickled? I don't. It makes me laugh, and then I feel out of control.
I don't like being tickled.
I don't either.
Always tickles me.
She does. That's such a sister thing to do, walking backwards, upside down. Well, that book helped get me in the mood. Silly Sally is so fun. And now I have a fan favorite from Miss Margaret requested. She knew I was doing silly today, and she said, you should do a tootie-taw. Have you guys ever danced a tootie-taw? Yeah. It is such a funny dance. And so first we're going to stand up, and we're going to let the incomparable Dr. Jean sing the song, and we're going to follow the motions, okay? And it's going to get really silly, okay? And if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can sit and just watch us all be silly. How does that sound? All righty, we're ready, Dr. Jean. Yeah, turn that up, Miss Carrie. Tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. It's about to get funny, friends. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. This is manageable. Tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Stretching. Tootie-ta. It's hard. Ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. Tongue out. Ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. Tongue out. Eyes shut. Tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Are you guys doing it? I can't see. Tootie-ta, tootie-ta-ta. Thumbs up. Elbows back. Feet apart. Knees together. Bottoms up. What could possibly be next? Eyes up. Oh no. Turn it around. Tootie-ta, a tootie-ta. You guys doing it? Tootie-ta-ta. A tootie-ta, a tootie-ta, a tootie-ta-ta. Whew. Oh my gosh, that was so much silly. Thank you guys for doing that with me. I would have been a little embarrassed doing that by myself. Your tongue got dry? I think mine did too. It got hard. I got scared. I was like, when is it going to be over? Oh, that was almost scary. Okay, friends, speaking of scary, I'm going to read a story about a dog who has some interesting ailments. He has some interesting ailments. His name is George. This is my dog, George. Just like here's George. This is my dog. He's so cute. His name is George. But George, when he was a puppy, went through some interesting times. So we're going to see if Miss Jessica can do it all. That's also silly. George. So this is a story about my dog George when he was a puppy. Do you want to tell him the story? Okay. George's mother. We'll see. George's mother said, "Bark, George." And George went, meow. George? That's confusing. "No, George," said George's mother. "Cats go meow, dogs go arf. Now bark, George." And George went, quack, 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 quack. Who goes quack, quack? No, George. Ducks go quack, quack, dogs go arf. Now bark, George. And George went, oink, oink, oink. George. Oh, George. Do you think he's being silly? Maybe a little sassy to his mom. I don't know. Maybe it's medical. "No, George," said George's mother. "Pigs go oink, dogs go arf. Now bark, George." And George went, meow, meow. George, this is a problem. He doesn't know how to bark. So when animals have a problem, who do they go see? They go to the vet. George's mother took George to the vet. "I'll soon get to the bottom of this," said the vet. "Please bark, George." And George went, meow, meow. So the vet had to get his little glove on, and let's take George to surgery. George, why are you keep going meow, meow? Let's see. Bark, George. Oh, gosh. Look what I found in his tummy. Meow, meow, meow. He swallowed a cat. Oh, no, George, we don't do that. Okay. They do. Let's really get inside. And what did he pull out? A cat. Oh. So now, I think we fixed it, right? George, bark. Quack, quack. Uh-oh, back to surgery we go. Quack, quack, quack. George, you swallowed a cat and a duck? Well, now it's fixed, right? Let's see. Bark, George. Oh, no. George. Look what was in his tummy. What was it? That's right, Piggy. So he swallowed a cat, he swallowed a duck, and he swallowed a pig. The pig is a lot smaller than that big old cat and that big old duck. But who's next? Bark, George. Moo. Moo. Do dogs go moo? They're not supposed to go moo. There's something in his tummy. Oh, cows are usually really big. Moo. That's how he could swallow it, because it was a baby small cow. A miniature cow, if you will. Moo.
What's in it?
Okay, now bark, George. Arf, arf. Yay! And George's mother was so happy. She licked the vet, gave him a kiss. She kissed the cat and the duck and the pig and the cow. And later, when her and George went to town, she wanted to show off her new baby, and she said, "All righty, George. Bark, George." And he went, "Hello." Who do you think he swallowed?
A human.
What human did he mess around with? You think it was the vet?
We have to see.
the vet. Hello. I don't have a vet in there. He's still inside George. The end. Oh, no. No, now let's show him off. Bark, George. Arf, 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 arf. We got the vet out. Don't worry about it. Thank you for being such a good puppy, George. That is a very funny story, and I hope you guys liked it. Well, I think we should do what's in there. I'm feeling extra silly, so why don't we shake our sillies out? I'm going to put these in the middle of the floor, tiptoe to it, get your shakers, and then sit back down with your grown-up, okay? But make sure once you get your shakers, move out of the way so other friends can get theirs, okay? And really, you just need two, because you have two hands. Or maybe you just want one. It's up to you. I have lots. So once you get your shaker, move your body so that other friends can come and get theirs. Is there anybody that doesn't have shakers but wants shakers and doesn't want to walk up into the chaos? Would you like some shakers? There you go. Does anybody else need a shaker but is too nervous to get two? I can come give you a shaker if anybody needs a shaker. Would you like shakers? You want to think about it? Did everybody get their shaker that wanted one? You did? Okay, I'm going to move the shakers over here. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to stand up when I do this, is we're going to shake our sillies out. Can you guys shake? We're going to shake, shake, shake our sillies out. Shake, shake, shake our sillies out. Shake, shake, shake our sillies out. And wiggle our waggles away. Okay, now let's jump. We're going to jump, jump, jump our sillies out. Jump, jump, jump our sillies out. Jump, jump, jump our sillies out. And wiggle our waggles away. Now what about let's dance. We're going to dance, dance, dance our sillies out. Dance, dance, dance our sillies out. Dance, dance, dance our sillies out. And wiggle our waggles away. What do we want to do next? Any suggestions? Stomp is a good one. We're going to stomp, stomp, stomp our sillies out. Stomp, stomp, stomp our sillies out. Stomp, stomp, stomp our sillies out. Wiggle our waggles away. What can we do next? What? I don't know if we can run in this room, but we could jog. We're going to jog, jog, jog our sillies out. Jog, jog, jog our sillies out. Jog, jog, jog our sillies out. Wiggle our waggles away. Okay. I think my sillies are almost out. I've got one more silly in me. What can we do? Okay, that seems like that's the way to get my silly out. We're going to walk, walk, walk our sillies out. Walk, walk, walk our sillies out. Walk, walk, walk our sillies out. And wiggle our waggles away. Okay, now we're going to walk, walk, walk our shakers back. Walk, walk, walk our shakers back. Walk, walk, walk our shakers back. Oh, and wiggle our waggles away.
Somebody was...
Oh, yeah, we'll throw that one away. We're going to walk, walk, walk our shakers back. Walk, walk, walk our shakers back. Walk, walk, walk our shakers back. And wiggle our waggles away. Almost. We're going to walk. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, just throw them there.
And you could, the dark green.
Thank you. I threw him. Oh, perfect. Orange, blue, and green. All the shakers? Do I have all the shakers? Awesome. Well, you might be thinking, Miss Jessica, is this story time over? It's not. Now that you guys are so silly, and I'm so silly, and I know how to be silly, I made a little silly friend. His name is Silly Willie. Because I'm going to sing a song called Silly Willie. But I wanted to go ahead and show you, this is the craft you can make today. You can make your own silly friend. Maybe he's Silly Bernard, or Silly Sally, or like mine is Silly Willie. It could be Silly Miss Jessica. You can make a Silly Miss Jessica friend. But I have popsicle sticks, and I just used a glue stick, and it worked great. But I have liquid glue in there too if you so desire. But that takes a little bit to dry. And pipe cleaners that I wrapped around to make his arms. I just wrapped it around. I didn't do anything special. So I glued eyes and a nose and a feather hair. But you can make yours look like whatever you want. You don't have to. That's the beautiful part about being at the library. It's totally your choice. You don't have to do the craft. You could make an airplane if you wanted to.
Mine's gonna name, I'm gonna name mine Silly Walker.
Silly Walker? That's a funny one. So here's how we're going to play Silly Willy. If you want, you can volunteer. And I have enough parts for everybody who wants to volunteer is going to get to volunteer. Okay, everybody will get a turn. But you're going to come up here and pretend to be Silly Willy if you want to. And Silly Willy moves different body parts in funny ways. So maybe Silly Willy's going to move his arm or his legs or his head. Well, not this Silly Willy, but the Silly Willy in our song. Okay, does that sound fun? So, who wants to be my first Silly Willy? How about my friend over here in the stripes? You want to come be my first Silly Willy? Okay. So you're my first Silly Willy, and you're going to move your right arm. Okay, you think you got it? Which arm do you want to move? You want to move that one? Okay. I might just say arm, because you know what? I've heard that left and right is hard for geniuses, and sometimes Miss Jessica gets turned around with how she's facing the kiddo. So we'll just say arm. Does that work? Okay, so come stand right here. You're my friend, Silly Willy. Ready? I know a little boy. Yeah, his name is Silly Willy. Yeah, he is so very nice, but oh, he acts so silly. And so goes his arm. So now you can move your arm however you want to be silly. And so goes his arm, and his arm goes like so, and his arm is always so. Thank you, Silly Willy. High five. Who wants to be the next Silly Willy? Walker, how about you come up? We're going to give everybody a chance. Walker, you're also going to do your arm, okay? You'll do the other arm. So think about how you want to move it. I know a little boy. His name is Silly Willy. He is so very nice, but oh, he acts so silly. And so goes his arm, and his arm goes like so, and his arm is always so. Thanks, Silly Willy. Who wants to be Silly Willy next? You do? Okay, I promise everybody's going to get to be Silly Willy. Okay, you're going to move one of your feet, okay? You can pick a foot. I know a little boy, his name is Silly Willy. He is so very nice, but oh, he acts so silly. And so goes his foot, and his foot goes like so, and his foot is always so. Thank you, Silly Willy. All righty, who wants to be next? You doing the blue? You can be next, Hank, okay? Do you want to do it together? Okay, that's fine. I know some little kids, their names are Silly Willy. They are so very nice, but oh, they act so silly. And so go their feet, and their feet go like so, and their feet are always so. Thanks, Silly Willies. Who wants a high five? You don't have to have one. Who wants to be next? You want to be next? And you want to be next? Why don't we have two people come? That'll be nice. That way you don't feel so like on display. I know some little kids. Their names are Silly Willy. This time it's going to be your heads. They are so very nice, but oh, they act so silly. And so go their heads, and their heads go like so, and their heads are always so. Thanks, Silly Willies. You guys did a good job. Who's my next Silly Willy? You want to be a Silly Willy? Come on up, Silly Willy. Who else? Does anybody else want to be a Silly Willy? Does anybody want to be a Silly Willy standing where they are? Not come up? You can be a Silly Willy if you want. Let's see. What body part do you want to be Silly Willy?
All of them.
All of them? Okay. I know a little kid. Her name is Silly Willy. She is so very nice, but oh, she acts so silly. And so goes her body, and her body goes like so, and her body is always so. That was Silly Willy. Do I have any other Silly Willies who want to do it? You can also stand next to your grown-up if you feel more comfortable doing that. A Silly Willy! What body part do you want to be Silly, Willy? You want to be a silly dog? So how about your tail? Do you want to do your tail too? I know some little kids. Their names are Silly Willy. They are so very nice, but oh, they act so silly. And their tail, and so goes their tail, and their tail goes like so, and their tails are always so. Yay! Move your silly tails. Well, we'll pet the dog on our way out to the craft room. Deal? Any more Silly Willies? Walker, you want to be Silly Willy again? Does anybody else? Everybody who wants to be Silly Willy can stand up. And we're going to do our whole bodies again.
No, I want.
What do you want to be silly? You get to pick whichever part of your body you want to be the silliest can be, okay? Maybe your hand's going to be the silliest, or your tail feathers, your whole body. What? Yes, of course you can hold the book. Okay, I know a lot of kids. Their names are Silly Willy. Oh, they are so nice, but oh, they act so silly. And so goes their body, and their body goes like so, and their body's always so. Oh, that was so silly. Okay. All done. Let's sit down. And remember I told you about the craft? So you can go make your own Silly Willy. And I'm so glad you sillies came to be silly with me today. Okay? Thanks for sitting. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming here today. Now that story time is over, hope you have a lovely day. Bye. And I'm going to have George with me at the front if you want to give him a pet.